How would you describe your chances at the upcoming elections in March?
Well, let me try to tell you in a few words. What I want to accomplish in the first place is to get back the OES being a place of meeting for the members, to be able to discuss the problems of the region and try to get to some degree of consensus. What's happening now is the OES has to be such a place. That's one idea. Second idea, I want to say it in a few words, to return the organization to the member countries, meaning that I want the member countries to be the ones making the decisions about what should be the goals of the organizations. Because this means that every country, as a member of the organization, will have its place and will be in a position to put forward their goals and interests. What's happening now is that we have a concentration on a couple of political issues without any space to deal with matters, for instance, as important as the climate change or the effect of natural disaster in our member countries or issues related to our development. Those are also important issues that have to be dealt at the OES. Well, I have been traveling extensively around some Caribbean countries. I have had the opportunity to talk with several prime ministers and with several ministers of foreign affairs. What I have gathered from those conversations is that the Caribbean countries want the OES back to their homes, and they are not happy with the current situation because the majority of countries feel excluded from the process of decision making. And that's something that I want to contribute to correct. I have been talking extensively about a concentration on issues like the effects of the climate change. That's something that is of extreme interest of my country because we suffer, as you know, from El Nino current and from earthquakes. And in the case of the Caribbean countries, you have the constant problems of hurricanes, for instance. And I want to have at the OES a unit that can help in being mid-answer to those disasters. When the disaster happens, you need to have a degree of coordination between the member countries, and a unit could help on doing that. Also, at the same time, I want the people on that unit to try to help in preparing projects to be prepared to face those challenges. And I have been speaking with people at the American Development Bank and also at the Bank of Development of Latin America, CAF, about those two institutions helping in that. That's one idea I have been expressing to the prime ministers and ministers of foreign affairs of the Caribbean. Another idea would be to have a meeting with the Caribbean countries to talk about the issue of development that recently neglected that organization, because I want to know what are the main goals of Caribbean countries to try to see what can we do to put forward actions at the organization to try to solve these problems. A third issue that is important is how can we contribute to have an approximation to the political issues through the principles of respect for the opinion of others and the rule of law, which is extremely important in solving problems. Yes, let me make a comment before. What we have now in the region, and the Venezuelan case is a very good example, is a situation of polarization, which have countries both extremes. The two candidacies reflect that because we have one candidate in one extreme and the other candidate in the other extreme. What I'm proposing is to be in the middle, meaning that being able to have conversations with both sides of the spectrum to promote mutual understanding of what would be the problem. I think the position that Caribbean countries have defended in the sense that should approximate to the issue of Venezuela, including the use of force, is extremely important. We should be able to seek a consensus on how to approach on the issue because that's the way we should work in the organization as we have done that in the past. Let me put an example. When in the 90s, there was a coup d'etat in Haiti when General Centras overcame President Aristide. We had a very effective action by the organization going to the country, trying to help the Haitians to solve the problem, and demonstrated that the OES can be effective. The matters should be solved through the extensive use of diplomacy, not making statements and put yourself on one of the extremes of the issue. Yes, I would love to be seen as a candidate that is able to talk with all the countries and build bridges between the countries to be able to use the powerful element of dialogue to get to a consensus solution. Well, since I'm not on the extremes, I am very confident to get the support of the majority of the countries because what I'm advocating is diplomacy and no confrontation, and that's what the OES is all about. Okay, thanks to you for this opportunity. Until next time, thank you very much. Bye-bye.